All we have to do before we can ride the Yz125 today is bleed our brakes, so let's get right to it. We're going to be doing the front brakes in this video, and I've never bled dirt bike brakes, but I'm pretty sure we could figure it out because we have the manual. It's literally exactly like a car, and I've done a car before, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's just actually come down here to our caliper, and let's take the cap off for our bleeder valve. And then let's shove this hose on there. You really don't need the hose, but this way we're not shooting brake fluid everywhere. Now let's actually just go ahead and pull the cap off our front master cylinder. So we're just going to go ahead and take the two screws out. We got the tube on there, now we can just go ahead and fill it with brake fluid. Let's just go ahead and pull this cap off, as well as that diaphragm in there. This system's actually fully dry right now, obviously, because I went through it and I powder coated this cap. But let's actually go ahead and add some brake fluid. Here's some .4 brake fluid, we're just going to go ahead and spill it in there. Remember not to get brake fluid on anything you don't want it to be on. I'm going to turn my bar straight so that levels out a little bit. Now let's just go ahead and pump our brakes. We're going to do this quite a bit, I'll be right back. That's not going down. Maybe it's just because I have to let some air flow through. So let's crack this valve just a little bit. Now that the valve is cracked, I'm going to give her some squeezes. Yeah, I have no clue what I'm doing here. So I tightened up the bleeder valve and I actually put the cap back on for the master cylinder. And I also zip tied it up there, holding it fully shut. There might just be a lot of air in this system, and that's why the brake fluid's not going down, which doesn't make sense to me because the bleeder valve's open. But worst case, our brake line is blocked up, but let's actually just go ahead and crack this. I heard air come out, so I think we're going. Let's tighten that back up. Let's cut the zip tie. We'll pump our brakes a couple times. Still does not feel the greatest. And then we'll put another zip tie there, holding it fully closed, and we'll actually go ahead and open that bleeder valve again. Still nothing. Weird. I'm going to repeat this process a couple times and I'll get back to you guys in a minute. I popped both banjo bolts at the master cylinder and the brake caliper, and there's no brake fluid coming out, so I actually flipped it like this. I'm going to take this fully out and see what the heck's going on, because something's definitely not right. Nothing can ever go right, I swear. So we got the banjo bolt pulled off, and if you look in there, you can actually see our brake fluid moving, so our reservoir is working. I'm pretty sure our brake line is clogged up, so we're going to blow some air through that. I could be just doing something stupid right here, but I don't know what's going on wrong. That's working fine. I was able to blow through the brake line before I put it on. Brake fluid's not even making it to the banjo bolt right here. So I checked the brake line, we can actually blow air through it, and I still can't seem to get brake fluid to come out of the banjo bolt on either end, so I'm very confused here. So let's run this back one more time. This is shut. I have our cap off now. I'm not sure if that changes anything. I just put a zip tie down, fully closing our front brake. Now fluid should pop out of our bleeder valve, but watch this. Absolutely nothing. I am very confused here. I didn't think I was going to have to do much research for bleeding my front brakes, because I thought I knew how to bleed brakes, but apparently I don't know what I'm doing. Or something else is going on wrong here, but I'm honestly clueless because our reservoir is working. Do you guys think maybe it's because it's at a slight angle going upwards? I could see that being an issue, but I wouldn't think that's